all of us on self-improvement, we tend to not see progress, right? Months could pass, we don't see progress, and it sucks. I remember when I started this channel, I wish I knew how much progress I made the year before, but I wasn't journaling, I wasn't meditating, so I really couldn't track my progress. I didn't know what happened. I didn't know what I was feeling back in 2020 during quarantine, and it sucked. Like once I started my YouTube channel, I'm like, I don't know what to use. So I just started journaling once I started, and it's been, I'd say, 7 months since I started journaling on this journal. I'm halfway through. Look, look at that. Oh shoot. Yeah, I don't know how do I show this? Now, like, I wouldn't say today, but like yesterday I started reading through it, and I looked back at it, and I noticed how much progress I made. Like in July when I started this, I thought I was good, bro. I thought I was like in the right mental state. I thought I had everything, but it doesn't. If I read these, bro, I was anxious. I was not depressed, but I was just worried all the time about what's gonna happen to me. And now I'm here talking about I want to make 10K a month and like be alpha and all this stuff. I'll read you one from before and one from July and one from February. So I let negative thoughts consume me while playing basketball. I need to control that, shift the mindset or my mindset. Whatever my brain says, I just ignore it. Just think everything takes time. Results don't happen in a day. They happen in months, years, decades. Be alpha. That's literally what I wrote in July 16, 2022. Now, if I fast forward to February, wait. Oh yeah, this is last week. Having discouraging thoughts about myself and business. The honest truth is I'm scared to move forward. I feel confident. I feel comfortable where I am, which I shouldn't. As I wrote this, I realized my mind was consuming me. I will not give up on being an entrepreneur. This is my dream and my goals. Chase it and achieve it. You see, like, I know I'm still like worried about like what's gonna happen, but it's about the right things. It's not about something stupid. Like before I was worried about this girl, now I'm worried about like trying to make 10K a month, And it's like reading back then how I used to think versus now. I am so grateful that I started self-improvement, and I'm so grateful that I started journaling. I wouldn't know this, right? Like if back in 2020, bro, my head was messed up. All I did was play video games. I went in Zoom, like not even focus on what they were saying. And the teachers, I'll be honest, they sucked, bro. They didn't teach. It was just blah 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 blah, and then they give us an assignment which is like super easy. It doesn't make your brain work. They weren't interactive at all. They let everyone have their cameras off. So if you had your camera off, you could play the game, and I just didn't like it. You really couldn't learn. And I know some people, they were allowed to go to school and learn, but I didn't want to do that either. I wasn't in the right mindset. I wasn't looking to improve my grades. I wasn't working out. I was 180 pounds, bro. Compared to now, that's 40 pounds more than what I am now. I couldn't do a push-up, right? So like I was in the worst mental state. I'm like, all right, the only thing that could happen for me is either I become a professional artist or I play video games for a living. And I never thought of starting a YouTube channel. Or actually I did, but I never took action upon it. So you can imagine that. I hated reading, I hated doing homework. I just didn't like my life. And I know we've all been there, especially during quarantine. Everything sucked. I didn't go outside even when quarantine was finished, right? So, when I went outside? 2021, when school started the next year, my junior year of high school. That's when I first went outside. That's how bad it was. Like I wanted to stay inside. I wanted to keep doing what I was doing, eating, binge eating, playing video games every single day, 12 hours a day. It was horrible. And imagine if I was journaling. Imagine if I was meditating. Imagine what I'd be able to like speak to you guys about. I don't really remember what was going on back then. So writing down in your journal, like really, bro, it could like, you will see progress. I promise you, if I started journaling in 2020, you'd see a completely different person. If I started this YouTube channel, if I ran into self-improvement back then, bro, I would have been excited to read that stuff. Or like, not excited, like literally, oh yes, I get to read my old thoughts, but you know, oh man. But I'm so grateful. I'm grateful that I started this channel. I'm grateful that I started journaling, meditating, and I started self-improvement in general. Before it was just me, right? My dad told me to work out. I started working out every day, and I got myself to 150. And then throughout my junior year, no wait, I came back my senior year, not my junior year. My senior year, that's when I started slimming up. So around October, I had this little accident, right? Or it was an accident. It was a motorcycle accident. I was on it. I fell off my motorcycle. I rolled a couple times. I had scrapes everywhere. So you know, when you have an injury, your body kind of, what's it called, focuses all its energy, and you burn a lot of calories while it's trying to heal your arm and your knees and all the scrapes. That's how it works. I'm pretty sure, I hope. But so what was happening is I started eating less. I didn't have an appetite, and what happened, I started losing weight, and I went to 140. So I looked, I wouldn't say I looked muscular, but I looked so much better. I'm not like this, right? I didn't look, I was really skinny, but it was just so much better than what I looked like. Like my face was bloated. I'll pop up a picture. I had mustaches. I didn't know how to shave, so I didn't get a haircut. My hair was like middle parted. It was bad, bro. It was bad. But thanks to my dad, I started working out, and it changed my life. Working out, speaking with my mom, with him and my dad, doing those things, just speaking up, honestly. But you guys should start journaling. I went completely off topic, and I apologize for that. But if you start journaling, right? If you're in your lowest point in your life and you start journaling, it doesn't matter what it is, bro. As long as it's whatever's in your head, whatever is bothering you, however you're feeling, whatever happened, whatever made you feel this way, you write it down. And what I did was I just put B Alpha and put my signature every time. Well, I started doing that recently, but before it was just B Alpha. Now I'm adding my signature. But putting B Alpha kind of like motivates you, bro. It's like B Alpha, you know? B Alpha, B Alpha. It makes you laugh. It like brings a little happiness. Like it's because it's cringe, bro. If you say B Alpha every morning, imagine how you'd feel. You're like, B Alpha, bro, B Alpha. You got me? So that's why I put B Alpha on my journal. So I really advise you to just start journaling, and then as you keep working out, keep doing these good habits, I want you to look back and see all the progress you've made, how you were feeling, what was bothering you, and then be like, wow, bro, that was so little. Why was I, you know? And you look back and you smile, like, wow, look at the progress I've made. I'm so glad I started journaling. Right? So that's all I wanted to say. Don't go to McDonald's. Peace.